Hello everybody, and thank you for joining me for another alcoholic beverage review, which of course means it's Beer Monster O'Clock. Hope you're doing well today, guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing a Spanish lager that is actually brewed in Spain, but brought in the UK, which is nice to see, because most beers are of course brewed in the UK, but they pretend to be Spanish and all that, and they're never the same. They get the bum hole ripped open. Hopefully this one will be nice, because it is indeed brewed in Spain, but I've got me concerns, I'm not going to lie. The number one concern being its 3.4% ABV, which is very weak for a lager, isn't it, or just beer in general. In fact, I reckon my spunk probably has a higher ABV than that. And me piss. And probably my breast milk as well. But, you know, these low alcohol beers have a place perhaps on a summer when it's scorching hot and you know you're in for a long session. And you don't want to, you want to sort of pace yourself a bit. Perhaps it's got a place in the market, but I don't really think it's for me. But let's give it a try. If it tastes nice, why not, eh? It's a 660ml bottle. I picked it up from Ocado, very posh, for the price of £2.15, which ain't too bad if it's any good. It all depends if the lager's any good. Here's a little look at your bottle cap. Bosh. There's your label. And it's by the Damm brewery. Damn. Hopefully the beer's damn good. Otherwise that would be a damn shame. It's called Rosa Blanca, Mallorca 1927 Cervesa, and this beer is bottom fermented, so the yeast segments are sort of gathered together at the bottom during the fermentation process, which tends to give the beers a lower ABV rather than being fermented at the top. So they do the fermenting between 4 and 10 degrees, which makes it sort of go to the bottom to keep the beer weak. Why would you want to do that? I don't know. It's the youth, and it's the youth these days. Bunch of pansies. I want a weak beer. It's in the light beer category, isn't it? You know, so I'm going to be comparing it to light beers, which I think is shit. But maybe this one will be a little bit better. I don't know. But I'm going to be comparing it to your Bud Lights and stuff like that, you know. So yeah, it's going to be really hard to impress me, isn't it? Well, let's crack her open and see what she's all about, shall we? And stop the flirtation and get the beer in the glass and see if she's a looker. First of all, I'm going to stick it in my Stella chalice because I like drinking lagers out of it, even though the UK brewed version of Stella is a bag of shit, as a lot of you will probably know by now, especially if you're a follower of the channel. But if you do like Stella, UK brewed one, fair play. Some people are quite a fan of swamp water. That's my opinion of it anyway. There we go. It looks quite sexual, actually, doesn't it, for a weak beer? It's got a nice, almost kind of creamy looking head on that. Don't look too bad, but I say this Stella glass does tend to bring out the best in the beer. So I'm trying to give it every chance. We've got big levels of carbonation in there, medium-sized bubblage, and I would say it's a golden colour, maybe slightly pale golden colour for me. So let's get the nose in there and check out the aromas of this. What was it bloody called again? Rosa Blanca Spanish lager. See what it's all about. It smells a bit weird for a lager to me. That does smell weird for a lager. It doesn't smell very malty at all. It smells citrusy, pineapple, not pineapple, grapefruit. It smells like grapefruit. Maybe a touch of lime. I mean, refreshing, I suppose. It smells quite refreshing. Also like herbal sort of characters as well. It smells quite hoppy, but I'm not detecting any malt. Interesting. It really don't smell like a lager though. It smells more like a pale ale or something. So it's quite interesting. It smells quite different. The head seems to be retaining quite good. So it's not looking too bad. So let's shut me cake hole and chuck it down my big fat neck and let you guys know if I think it's worth a buy or a bag of shit. Very weak shit. Cheers, everybody. Bosh. Salud if you're Spanish, I think. Is it salud? Yes, it is. Hey, get in there. Right, let's see if it's any good. I don't know. I'm going to go again. It's different. It's very different than your normal sort of lager. It is a bit like a pale ale lager hybrid or something. There's something weird going on here. I'm not sure if it's a good, unique, like, weird. They've sort of done something differently. Or whether it's just a weird, because it don't really taste like a lager. Let's go again. I feel like it's a bit shit. It's light, very light, thin on the body. I'm not getting no malt profile to this beer at all. I wasn't getting it on the aroma either. It's very hoppy lager. So if you like your hops, perhaps you'll be a fan. Considering it's 3.4%, it's actually quite a lot of flavour going on here for a light beer. Most light beers taste like fuck all. They're complete piss water, aren't they? I mean, this is still piss water. It's 3.4% for Christ's sake. But there is a bit of flavour going on here. But it's just kind of reminding me, like, imagine getting a Bud Light, not burping in it, getting a Bud Light and putting a load of citrusy kind of hops in it, grapefruit, lime, stuff like that. Well, it's like a citra hop taste to it. Quite a light level, but that's what's giving it the flavour. Certainly ain't come from the hops. In fact, I don't know how they brew this stuff. Have we got an ingredients list? It just says contains barley malt, 10%, which is low. I would say that's got rice. I'd say that's I'd say it's brewed with rice personally, because there's no taste to the malts, and the citra is sort of chucked in there to try and give it a bit of flavour for me. Citrusy sort of hops. It's quite crisp. There's a slight dryness to it. So I would say, to summarise, it's not awful. I would say it's good for a light beer, but I think light beers are shit. If that makes sense. So it's yeah. It's quite citrusy, which I don't mind, which is giving it more flavour than the average light beer. But it's still a light beer, and it's lacking in the malts. Fairly clean tasting, which, you know, the rice would do that if it's. I've just got a feeling it's brewed with rice, which is a bit naughty. I'm not a fan, but for a light beer, if I was forced to drink a light beer, perhaps I would drink this. But that's not really saying much. I'm just saying it's okay for a light beer. It's just a little bit boring. It's a little bit bland at the start. There's not really anything going on, and all you're getting is a little bit of hoppiness on the end, let's say, from the citrus fruits. No real bitterness or nothing like that to it. It'd be alright on a hot day if you're trying to keep your units levels down. You're trying to not get too pissed. But it looks better than it tastes. I do think some people will enjoy this though. But it's just not for me, you know. I've just got to be honest, it's not for me. I'm going to go in for a 5.5 out of 10. I wouldn't buy it again, you know, so unless I was forced to drink a light beer, because it is better than a lot of light beers, which are really shit. But that does make it good in my eyes. So I'm going to go 5.5 out of 10. I don't think it's worth a buy, but let me know in the comments if you tried it and whether you had different opinions to those of myself. Perhaps you enjoyed it. We're all entitled to our own opinions. Everyone's got different taste buds. So if you enjoyed it, be sure to let me know in the comments, because other people will see as well that perhaps other people did like it, and not to listen to me, because we're all different, aren't we? If you thought it was a bag of shit like me, pretty much, say in the comments as well, because then, you know, the more different opinions, the merrier for the people watching the review. Let's give them a better idea of whether the beer is good or not by giving your opinion in the comments. Smash the like button if you made it this far. And consider subscribing to the channel. It's free. And let you know when I make new videos and all that good stuff. Till next one, guys. Bye-bye, darlings.